Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Remind and Lin Gao Gao. This game taking place here on Northern Isle. I know I'm pretty much butchering. Oh, let me go ahead and swap the colors so that it actually lines up. I know I'm butchering Lin Gao Gao's name, so I'll just probably refer to them as Orc and Night Elf throughout the rest of the matchup. If you guys are wondering, yes, here in the top corner, it does say who is currently playing. Claws of attack +6. Oh, did someone reverse them? Yeah, maybe. I don't know which particular claws there are. Those are bit, but yep, looking good. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down in this 1v1 matchup. It is going to be Orc versus Night Elf in this 1v1 matchup here, and I am expecting to see a Blade Master at this point based upon the timing of the barracks. The timing of the Voodoo Lounge is also going to tell whether we're going to see harassment versus creeping of its own, and instead we are looking at a Shadow Hunter first. All right, Shadow Hunter is typically used. Shadow Hunter is typically used in situations where you can lightning creep out or lightning shield creep. And let's take a look. I don't actually see a situation where the Shadow Hunter here can use lightning shield to creep effectively. This is going to be very interesting how the Shadow Hunter plays out. We are getting up a second Orc Burrow as well. You can use the points to edit it for 24 hours. Don't quite know what you mean by that, but okay, thank you. As we are going to be looking at a Keeper of the Grove from Remind. Now, Shadow Hunter, those Serpent Wards do deal a lot of damage, are very effective. You are able to spam them out pretty quickly, but this is still like a little bit strange here. We're going to take a look at Serpent Ward all the way in the back. We are going to see the Ogre Warrior now engage right there. And, well, 2 Serpent Wards dealing 14 to 16 damage each. That does add up pretty quickly. Meanwhile, this one Grunt is going to go ahead and take down the Ice Troll here, as the 2 Serpent Wards will finish off this Ogre Warrior. Perhaps the Shadow Hunter will get close to level 2, but will still just be a bit shy. Claws of attack +6 has been picked up. Shadow Hunter now making its way back off to the north, looking to pick up some useful items as well, as we're looking at a Lone Wisp scouting out his enemy's position. Where are we all going to be going next? Keeper of the Grove now making its way down in Tangle. Oh, you could know about editing, but you can unlock the remotes for 24 hours using points. All right, so thank you for tuning in. Channel points. That makes absolute sense now. All right, Ogre Magi joining in on the fight. Tuskar Trapper a little bit further away. Keeper of the Grove comes across, going to entangle down a Peon, and that Peon will get lost. All right, the Keeper of the Grove being forced to pull back once again. Let's take a look. Level 2 now on that Shadow Hunter. Are we going to see a little bit more healing? The Tuskar Trapper taking quite a bit of damage from 2 of the Serpent Wards, as we see another healing salve go down. All right, Keeper of the Grove able to put down a lot of pressure. Keeper of the Grove now just trying to hide constantly. Let's take a look what is going to happen to the Shadow Hunter. Shadow Hunter may try to use a Clarity Potion or a healing salve, but there is still currently an Archer hiding right here. Peon now going to fight back here. Serpent Ward now thrown down. Keeper of the Grove looking to back away. And this Archer, what is it going to do? It's going to stay in that position until, well, it gets revealed. Shadow Hunter looking to buy some, well, Dust of Appearance. Keeper of the Grove looking to save that Archer and, well, cause a little bit of trouble as well. As we're going to take a look, this Grunt is just going to stand right here. Staff of Teleportation coming back already, and there you go. There's the Archer, Dust of Appearance, and that Archer pretty much has nowhere to run. All right, going to perhaps try and run away along the inside. Grunt going to be able to get there, finish it off. Keeper of the Grove now looking to back up. Shadow Hunter sitting at level 2. Gonna try and get to level 3. Finishes off, I don't know, a sheep. Not quite sure what a sheep ever did, as the Shadow Hunter now moves on out. Ogre Magi, Tuskar Trapper, Ice Troll Creep Camp. Let's take a look. The melee units will actually get within range. That Serpent Ward just a little bit too far. as you're going to see a little bit of slow poke. Keeper of the Grove and Remind just constantly harassing here and sticking to a Huntress strategy, even though his opponent is going for the Shadow Hunter with Serpent Wards. Interesting, as you're going to see the Keeper of the Grove now try to back away. Lots of peons have been lost so far, as the Shadow Hunter now slowly trying to get his hit points back up to 189 now, and will probably, well, wait a little while longer before it tries to engage against his opponent, perhaps waiting to get back up to at least around 400 hit points. Oh, not a good spot to be in. Keeper of the Grove now going to be backing away. Serpent Ward able to do a little bit of damage, as we're now going into Pit Lord. All right, so this is a Shadow Hunter Pit Lord strategy coming in from the Orc, and that is absolutely confusing me. 900 and edited. Grayscale, flip, squish. All right, let's take a look back across over here. Going to go ahead and continue to engage. Grunts now trying to chase back after all of those units. Little Serpent Ward damage. Howl of Terror, perhaps? No Howl of Terror. Pit Lord hasn't used any mana as of yet. Pit Lord hasn't used any mana as of yet. Serpent Wards are still here, acting as a nice barrier to prevent those Huntresses from engaging. The Serpent Wards really dealing large amounts of damage. Extra damage from piercing, siege, and piercing and siege. So that is going to be a big issue there. All right, let's take a look back at there. Serpent Wards continue to poke back and push those units once more. Pit Lord still dancing around. Also has a Talisman of Evasion to make him a better frontline hero. Howl of Terror coupled with evasion and armor makes the cleaving Pit Lord deal so much damage without really having to worry about taking too much damage himself. All right, Inner Fire on the tracker right there. That's going to be a bit of an issue. Perhaps a third Inner Fire onto that Sorcerer. Meanwhile, center portion of the map, Serpent Ward still holding its own as the Shadow Hunter shows up to the party, dropping down Serpent Wards, and, well, is going to try and back away that Grunt down to 44 hit points, actually living to fight another day. A little bit of heals from that Pit Lord to keep it alive and around a little while longer. Shadow Hunter now just constantly doing harassment, but, well, the Forest Troll Warlords have been playing target practice with those Serpent Wards. Pit Lord currently sitting at level 2. Shadow Hunter sitting at level 3 and gets entangled. Gonna be in trouble. Is it gonna drop some Serpent Wards? There's a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability trying to focus down some other units. Low hit point Huntress now, well, trying to escape as the Huntress is, well, trying to reposition again. All right, let's take a look at this. More damage getting added. Poking damage once more. Shadow Hunter needs to be careful. There is another Serpent Ward going down again, and the Shadow Hunter is just dropping down Serpent Wards, but is it going to be able to finish off anything? No. Being forced to Scroll of Town Portal back with a lone Shadow Hunter. Shadow Hunter going to be quickly healing up once more. Pit Lord going to pick up that Slippers of Agility. Going to give a little bit, 0.9 more armor. Doesn't really help all that much, though, as the units are still making their rounds. All right, Pit Lord, there is that cleave damage swiping across multiple units. That Pit Lord will not get to level 3, as the Keeper of the Grove and the Alchemist continue to, well, engage here. Now, at this time, what is Remind's strategy and what is the Orc's strategy? At this point, we still do not see fortified armor on those Orc burrows. We're taking a look. Goblin Shredder still wandering around here. And both sides just trying to build up to a good size, proper army. Orc still supply blocks in at 40 over 40. No sign of an expansion as of yet. And, well, Daddy Brain starting to affect me. Not getting that much sleep. As the Pit Lord now picking up perhaps a Mana Stone. Shadow Hunter gonna definitely want that item. The more mana on a Shadow Hunter, the better it is. This is perhaps one of the best items for a Shadow Hunter. Passive regeneration to get it back up to maximum mana, and then burst for 300 mana if push comes to shove. All right, Healing Spray, quickly healing across all of those units there. Meanwhile, what is going down next? Nope. Units still backing away once more. Spirit Walker going to be joining in on the fight for perhaps the disenchant. And this is Druids of the Talon with perhaps a Cyclone. Are we getting Cyclone? It looks like we are. So it is Cyclone. Dots with Cyclone followed by Huntresses to finish off those remaining units. Now, Serpent Wards are going to be extremely powerful, and as the piercing damage deals bonus damage to not only the Huntresses now, but also those Druids of the Talon, only if they are within range. Druid of the Talon right there. Let's take a look. Are we going to be able to engage Pit Lord? It is in that front line spot. Let's take a look. Is he able to tell which one is the actual Pit Lord and which one isn't? There you go. Going to go ahead and engage and going to start to try and attack there. Let's take a look. It's going to try and attack. There you are, as an Entangle goes down onto the Spirit Walker. Both sides are fighting every which way through. The Spirit Walker is dealing a lot of damage. Lightning Shield onto an Illusion, and that's just going to stand right there. Nope, gets picked back up. And are we going to continue to fight again? All right. Howl of Terror now used. Whichever, well, you know which one is the right one there. Spirit Walkers are now trying to back away. Healing Wave keeps it alive ever so barely. The Druids of the Talon have reduced damage drastically, as the Serpent Wards should be able to pick apart many of these units. All right. Let's take a look. Are we gonna get some denial right there? Druid of the Talon down to 10 hit points. 1 or 2 shots should finish it off. 1 shot should finish it off. Not quite sure why it isn't doing that, as we're taking a look at, well, damage getting added in slowly but surely. All right, 1 Watchtower ends up getting done. Healing Spray trying to save the remaining units. All those units now heading back off to the north. Staff of Preservation saves right there, as the Pit Lord unable to take down enough units. We are looking at Remind with a 48 supply compared to 40. Staff of Teleportation. Shadowhunter teleporting. Gonna go ahead and use those Clarity Potions again. Pick up a Scroll of Town Portal and also a Healing Salve. Alright, those Watchtowers are now nearly done. Why is the Serpent Ward? Well, it needs to get destroyed so that a Great Hall could be placed down there. There it goes, as the units are now just shifting about once more. Pit Lord, plus 12 attack, plus Howl of Terror, plus also Cleave, should be able to deal monstrous damage across all of these units. Shadowhunter going to be coming in to reinforce, dropping some Serpent Wards as well. Perhaps should be coming in and giving some healing salves as well onto some low hit point grunts who are still in the back. All right, damage getting added back in. Let's take a look. Oh, that grunt could end up getting taken down. Unit trying to pull back again. Double Serpent Ward. That Reaver is just going to try and switch targets here in just a moment. There goes the Shaman, and there goes the Reaver giving level 4 to the Pit Lord. Meanwhile, back at the base, Goblin Sappers sacrificing themselves to take down the Watchtower. Peons are in massive repair mode, trying to finish off. Are we going to perhaps see Huntresses get taken out? Repairs are going underway, trying to go after those Druids of the Talon now. No more repairs possible since the Peons are all picked up, as Staff of Preservation saving some low hit point units too. 1 guard tower or watchtower is all that is left. No repairs possible, as we're looking at that Great Hall trying to get constructed. All right, more watchtowers getting thrown down here. Disenchant, Serpent Wards being thrown down. Alchemist now with that healing spray can keep up all of those units, as that stronghold has to be canceled. Pit Lord now doing a bit of chase. Are we going to see some ensnares? No, we are not. There's a Disenchant. Keeper of the Grove is going to try to make its way back over. What is it doing? Trying to summon some additional Ents to cause some problems, but that Keeper of the Grove could actually be in trouble. Scroll of Town Portal needs to be used. No, Potion of Lesser Vulnerability instead. Wants to stick around in this fight, thinking that he can heal the Hunter or the Keeper of the Grove enough to make it worth his while. Remind still winning many of these battles still, as the Serpent or the Spirit Walkers are trying to stay close and, well, perhaps trying to do a little bit more on the battlefield. Keeper of the Grove able to Staff of Preservation save the Alchemist. It gets teleported back. Goblin Tinker and Keeper of the Grove, level 3, level 1, and a level 3 Alchemist, compared to a level 4 Shadowhunter and a level 4 Pit Lord. Remind looking to pull back here. Let's take a look. Economically speaking, Remind is going to start to have the advantage here in just a moment. Peons are also under full repair. Shadowhunter wants to get a little bit more mana and perhaps get up to level 5. Level 5 would equal level 3 Serpent Wards. Level 3 Serpent Wards extremely powerful, as the Pit Lord, well, once again getting picked back up. And, well, it could end up dropping along the back line, and that's actually very scary. If you can have the Pit Lord just exposed to the complete back line, that damage adds up very quickly there, as you're going to see one big swipe dealing a lot of damage, but Cyclone constantly changing all of those factors. All right, let's take a look. More battling through. Shadowhunter now picked up. Pit Lord needs to back away. Serpent Wards now thrown down. You can take a look. A couple of Ents are going to get taken out as well. Units trying to get repositioned once more as this expansion is getting rebuilt again. We are getting into tower number 4 and tower number 5. It looks like the remaining other 3 towers are already done. Repairs are not going to be possible as the Ents are already making their way over here. All right, these towers are going to absolutely get canceled, or should get canceled. There's cancellation number 1, cancellation number 2. We should perhaps be getting into some of the repairs as well. A healing spray saving that front line. All right, we are going into a full base trade mode, going after the Tree of Life instead of saving his own Great Hall, as there is a large major focus on trying to take down all of these key buildings. Meanwhile, Serpent Wards are right here. Tree of Life, Scroll of Town Portal coming across. Triple Serpent Wards. What is going to go down? Are we going to see quad Serpent Wards? Now trying to go after some of those units. Shadowhunter now picked back up. Detonation perhaps possible. Trying to finish down that finish down that Tree of Life. Tree of Life looks like it will get taken down. Remind down to 54, down to 37. 17, 1 or 2 more shots should do it. There it goes. Shadowhunter now with the teleport in order to get away as it tries to, well, rebuild this base down here. Ents already taken down. Remind still with a 10 supply lead. Meanwhile, the Orc sitting at, well, 35 over 40 supply has room to actually train up more units now, and really has been fighting at 40 supply for far too long. Sitting at 40 supply, your army is just not that strong, and you still have, well, 10 supply, an additional 3 or 2 to 5 units, all possible with that. With that, all right, let's take a look. Great Hall. Are we going to get some repairs in? Shadowhunter. Where is the Shadowhunter? Shadowhunter in the back. Staff of Preservation from the Keeper of the Groves, still saving more units. Alchemist, well, continuing to poke things apart here as the Clockwork Goblins could get taken down. Oh, Goblin Sapper trying to dive on in. It's going to get taken out before it finds its target. Meanwhile, the Pit Lord, is it going to be able to fight and take down an Alchemist? That is going to be a big question. Serpent Wards are all right here as well. As you're going to take a look, Reminds, poor Huntresses could easily get taken down. Are we going to see a cleave? No cleave coming in from the Pit Lord, and that would have been enough to take down multiple units. Meanwhile, Serpent Wards are still engaging. Pit Lord is picked up into the air, but right now, once he lands, well, that could be a problem. Healing Spray not going to be that effective, as the Pit Lord is now back up into the air again. Could try and start cleaving into the back. There's that Howl of Terror, drastically reducing the amount of damage those Druids of the Talon deal. 43 supply compared to 40. Orc now having a nice, well, getting back to even. Expansion off to the north has been shut down. Meanwhile, the expansion at the south, well, Orc has the upper hand when it turns to economy, but whether or not these Druids of the Talon can stop this base, that is another question entirely. All right, another Cyclone being brought back up. Let's take a look. Alchemist trying to escape at 240 hit points, able to do exactly that. Spirit Walkers looking to back away. Raiders with medium armor having an absolute field day, just basically absorbing much of the damage from the Druids of the Talon and saying, you know what, I can get all of that healed back up from a 33-cent healing salve. Shadowhunter hoping to finish off that Clockwork Factory in order to get to level 5 on the Shadowhunter, but was not able to finish it up. What, Windforce G? How are you doing? I'm doing all right. Let's take a look. Barracks now getting added in, as we are looking at a one base, soon to be in 4 minutes 0 base, unless an expansion is established. Meanwhile, back across over here, pretty much the same news. All right. Pit Lord heading off to the north. Where are these units going to be going next? Double Claws of Attack +6, up to 16 points of damage per swipe. And that is, what, 50 or 63 damage on the high end that it can do to all of these units here. Are we going to see perhaps a Scroll of Town Portal to reach back? No Scroll of Town Portal available. Barracks are going to be in trouble. The peons are jumping inside the gold mines to try and offer a bit of protection. Let's take a look. One peon not going to make it back out, As we see back to the north, well, Pit Lord picks up a Tome of Strength and now finishing off perhaps that last Shaman. Shaman down to 183 hit points. Not going to get taken down, though. A couple of Raiders were just asleep at the job, as Cyclones now being used to prevent the Peons from being able to repair. Clockwork Goblins easily getting taken out right now. 1, 2, there it goes again, as, well, the Clockwork Factory comes to an end. Family is doing well. Everyone's a little bit more tired than I would have expected them to be, but then again, well, it's par for the course, right? Iris is doing well. She is 2.5 weeks old, soon to be 3 weeks. And I believe once and for all, that will get, once we're out of the woods there, things should lighten up. But I do go back to my normal work schedule next week too. All right, let's take a look. Orc burrows all here. Nope, yep, Orc burrows, Orc base looking here. Meanwhile, we're doing a bit of a chase. Ensnare onto the Druid of the Talon. If the Raiders are able to find their targets, are we going to get another ensnare? No, we are not. No additional ensnares found, as the Druids of the Talon just trying to retreat back. And we do see chimeras being added in here. So those two chimeras with 3 in the air. Remind has a very large army of chimeras. Well, looking to battle it back through, dealing major damage, 41 to 66 siege damage as well. Let's take a look. Well, gonna go ahead and heal back up. Let's take a look coming back across. I thought it was magic damage. I believe this is actually just useful against buildings. And then this is the siege damage. There's Chimera able to do so much damage, and one of the few air supply attack units that can deal a significant amount of damage to buildings, and is still effective. All right, Remind gonna lose this Ancient of War. It's gonna go down. Back to the south, Druids of the Talon gonna be able to finish off this Great Hall very quickly. Down it goes, and the Chimeras are still being brought over for more and more fun. It looks like we're gonna be seeing a trading of the bases again. Pit Lord is right there. He's going to try and swipe to finish off more units. Pit Lord is right there. There goes some more units. Serpent Wards are now getting thrown down. Mass detonation. Remind loses the expansion off to the north. Scroll of Town Portal trying to come back the other way. Is it going to work? Where are they going to land? There they are. There they land. Is the Goblin Tinker going to get taken down? Yes, it will. Goblin Tinker gets taken down before they're able to teleport back out. 5 chimeras in the air for the Night Elf army. That is going to be some major damage to any of the buildings, and somehow force your opponent. Yeah, left is siege, right is siege, right is magic. Is it? I thought left is siege, right is magic. Yep. Coming back over across here, let's take a look. 6 chimeras currently out onto the field, gonna make its way over. Big damage could be coming in here in just a second. Are they gonna try and come in with a proper position? Remind has the larger army, and with Remind at the larger army, should be able to do just a little bit more than his opponent, and I don't believe his opponent realizes that he has a smaller army at this stage. All right, there goes one Troll Berserker trying to finish off more units. Spirit Walker gets taken out as well. Healing Wave trying to bounce around. Raider going to get taken down, and that is one of the issues with high damage focus fire. They're able to melt through so many units much more quickly than you would think. All right, there you go. More damage getting added in. Let's take a look. Shadowhunter is still firing from the back. Serpent Ward's looking to finish off one Chimera. Tauren Chieftain gets up to level 2. Are we perhaps going to be getting Stomp here or Endurance Aura to move around more quickly? Endurance Aura it is. Let's take a look now. Going to go ahead and try and re-engage. Chimeras are just eating apart all of the units. A lot of ensnares. There goes a Stomp to try and stop any of those ground units from attacking. Serpent Wards, however, really taking their toll onto those Chimeras, as there seem to be just so many Serpent Wards out on any given time. Druid of the Talon looks like it could get taken out. There it goes. Tauren Chieftain looking to perhaps put his foot down. Doesn't have enough mana as of yet. Once it does have it, nope, gets in cycloned again, as the Chimeras are in serious control. Well, no, I wouldn't say serious control of the game, are just controlling the game right now, but we'll see if that continues to happen. All right, there goes some more Troll Berserkers trying to head on back. Chimeras are also all here ready to go. There goes another Troll Berserker, as the Chimeras are looking to perhaps head away. And now down to 204 hit points. Staff of Preservation saves. Expansions no longer exist for either. Well, for Remind. Orc still has one expansion while perhaps trying to do a little bit of long distance mining. Alchemist is running back home. Perhaps he has an idea to how to stop his opponent, or just wants to restock up on hit points and mana. What is the best unit for Orc in this situation? Gonna be tough to say. Keeper of the Grove now with a stomp. Is it gonna get taken down? Yes, it does. Big deal, as the army's not gonna move nearly as fast anymore without that 10% endurance movement speed bonus. All right, more damage still adding in again. All right, Keeper of the Grove actually in a little bit of trouble. Where is everything going on? Shadowhunter now making its way back over, trying to finish off this one or two Chimeras. Let's take a look. Goblin Tinker now back out as well, as the Chimera gonna end up taking down. Not enough mana once more. I'm sure that one of Mana Stealing has had a Provact. I can't even think straight. My apologies. Profound impact on the game. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. As the Pit Lord uses Howl of Terror, and now trying to solo up against a Keeper of the Grove who's at 170 hit points, but climbing, since it does have some healing going on right next to it. Death Knight continuing to make its way down. Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 5. Alchemist sitting at level 5. Shadowhunter falls at level 5. Tauren Chieftain is still out of the game still. Let's take a look. Both sides still fighting it through. And the Tauren Chieftain... Tauren Chieftain at level 2. Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 5. Is the Pit Lord going to be able to do anything? No, not quite yet. Alchemist is still sitting at level 5, causing some major headache. Shadowhunter now back out onto the field. Clarity Potion easily being used, as this one Spirit Walker is going to go ahead and end up getting denied. There it goes, or I believe a Spirit Walker attack was able to finish it off.
Our town is under attack.
Back off to the north, Goblin Tinker looking to finish off this watchtower here. A little of an outpost watchtower to put pressure on the north. It will buy a little bit of time, but not much more than that. We are looking at level 5 on the Pit Lord, almost level 6 on the Shadowhunter. Meanwhile, Keeper of the Grove is at 5. Alchemist is at 5. Goblin Tinker is at 2. Remind trying to doubly expand right now on both sides of the map. There are, Shadowhunter now being brought over. It looks as though there is there a Wisp right there? Yep, Wisp right there causing problems. Is going to be able to detonate? Yes, it will. As we should be looking at a Pocket Great Hall and then perhaps an expansion attempt by the Orc. Meanwhile, Night Elf looking to just get restabilized. Remind, powerhouse in WarCraft 3. Druids of the Talon now making their way back down. Is this a welcoming party or a get-out-of-town party? Tauren Chieftain now shows up. A Shockwave would be absolutely beautiful through all of those units. No, instead goes for a big stomp, as we see Cyclone be used on that poor Pit Lord. Pit Lord still landing back down on the ground. Shadowhunter continuing to swirl up in the air. Clockwork Goblins really causing some major problems now. Tauren Chieftain throws down a stomp, as the Serpent Wards are constantly fighting their way through. All right, Pit Lord trying to back away. Goblin Tinker going to perhaps take down one, count them, one watchtower, but there is still 2 more. Now there's only 1 more, and I believe that one is also canceled as well. But what was the cost? 31 compared to 32 supply. And who has the stronger heroes now? Shadowhunter is at 5. And Pit Lord is at 6. Drops in a Doomguard. Doomguard dealing so much damage. Cursing a unit, dealing damage over time. And that is going to be the end of that. Remind with the victory. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.